Hey, Mama Carla, how you doing, Mama? Hey, Scorp Queen, how you doing, sis? Yeah, I've been, making decisions, right? Like, okay, what to do on the backup channel, what to do on this channel, and as y'all know, you feel me? Like, my channel started with story times. Like, my channel, it wasn't revolved around like Dusty Nuts or anybody else. You understand? It was, it was what it was. You feel me? So the backup channel, I think I'm gonna just reserve for all things Dusty Nuts and whatnot. Like I still don't have. I still give zero fucks about that nigga. I don't think I'll ever like that nigga for no type of reason. You understand? Like it is what the fuck it is. But a lot of my like old subscribers, I shouldn't even say old, but like original subscribers and stuff like that, they're like, yo, where the fuck are the story times and stuff? And I'm like, I don't know if everybody gonna keep up, but at the end of the day, I'm doing this channel like right, Scorp. You understand? Like I'm doing this channel the way I started it. You understand? If only three people come, then only three people come. You feel me? Like that's how I feel. Hey, Sunshine Sis. Hey, Sir Neil, bro. You feel me? Like I don't care. You feel me? Like I'm good. Hey, Fabulous Sis. See what I'm talking about? Like originals. You feel me? And the new loyal people. That's all I'm worried about. You feel me? That's all I'm worried about. So like the people that are here for Dusty Nuts, you understand? Like I said, subscribe to the other channel. The people that's really Cola Gang is gonna be around for whatever. You feel me? Cause like my bros and stuff, hey Renaissance, they stumbled upon my channel, right? And they knew like what it was like when it started, and then they was like, "Wait, hold up, sis, like what you doing? Like we don't do shit like this." Like that nigga's a bum, but like sis, you're not gonna take your hard-earned time for this motherfucker all day. He too dusty for that bullshit. Hey Fifi, so it's back to fun and shit. You feel me? How whatever it is, because this was my therapy. This is how I felt when I wanted to say stuff. So as y'all could tell with the title, you see like Fifi here. You know what I'm saying? The originals, everybody's coming through. I got my mama Carla and Scorpion. Those is the new family. Like you understand, we merging correctly. So I feels it. Ilk. See, I've been watching these motherfuckers too long because now I can't get rid of saying feels, and that's a problem. That's why I was like, I can't be doing all that. But I had put up a poll a couple days ago on which story time to do. Now, the story time that won, it was some shit. But then my bros, that's why I said I love my bros that know me in real life. You understand, that be around me and stuff, and they be checking in the bushes. Hey, Justo, and they be checking in the bushes and they be looking at my stuff. They was like, sis, no, you can't do that story time about the big homie. You understand, too much shit going on, and I be forgetting sometimes. When I'm on YouTube, you understand, even though I'm not in the street, I don't consider myself a street person no more. I keep forgetting that just because I feel like I changed does not mean that the Lord feels like I changed or felt like whatever and stuff. So certain things was going on with the person that I wanted to do the story time about. And for my freedom's sake, my brothers was like, no, don't do that shit. Do the other story. Don't do that one, sis. Like it's gonna take a couple years before you do that one. Like we don't have no time. Your jail does not fit you. We're not here for it. So unfortunately, the story time that won is the story time that lost. But but nah, this story time is just as good. It's just as good. It's just as good. It's just as good. It gives y'all a little insight to why when I say that Dusty Nuts triggers me, and like when I was talking about him a lot, and I say was because this channel is not gonna be focused on him no more. The other channel not trying to be funny, it's not gonna be focused like that on him no more either. It's going to have clips and stuff. Like when I see shit that I feel like is a roast and a gag, then yes, I will be posting that. But I'm not going to try and make something out of nothing either. Like if I'm posting something, it's just some willy-nilly shit. It's going to be just some willy-nilly shit. I'm not going to try to dig extra deep into the shit and make it seem like I stumbled upon some shit when there really wasn't no shit there. But anyway, this story time is the time that I tried to kill. And yeah, King Pop is over here, but he's relaxing. Hopefully he stable. Okay, see, I spoke too soon. Now he want to start throwing stuff. I like, come on, can you chill out, please? Will you wait until when I'm about to start the story to do all of that? You've been sitting here watching Donald Duck real relaxed the whole time. So as soon as mommy goes, okay, I'm gonna start the story now. You want to get bananas? I can't with this little boy. Here, pop up. But anyway, this is the time when I tried to kill my ex Todd, right? And see, I changed the names on stuff. You feel me? Because I don't have no time for no bush lurkers to be like, oh shit, or whatever. Not that I care, because Todd can't do shit to me or whatever. And like when he was doing shit to me, that's because it sounds crazy, but I chose for him to do shit because I could have defended myself, or I could have had somebody put their foot up his ass. It was nothing. It's not like I was just so defenseless, but it was the empath in me that was like, damn, this nigga got 4 bullets in his body, and this is real life shit because he got shot 16 times, and I know made up shit. You understand? And fucking the story, his story of that is crazy. And then he fucking left the hospital somehow. Whatever happened, he ended up not doing time, blue, blue, blah, but he still had them bullets in his body. Hey, Monique, sis, this is what I'm talking about. It felt like the original days. Hey, third boy, how you doing, bro? So yeah, he had those bullets still in his body, but luckily he was fat. You get what I'm saying? So it kind of saved him, where it was like one of the bullets in his arm, you could feel it. It was a 9mm bullet. Those was the bullets that was in his body, but where they were located, like I would feel like, damn, if I punch this nigga the wrong way, or I hit him with this, it might move and then kill him. So the empath, hey T Racy, the empath in me it kept winning, when the empath in me should have been like, fuck you, bitch. You understand? Like, you giving me kidney punches. But anyway, me and Todd, we had met, and the way me and Todd met, it was really weird. And some may say it's fucked up, but I was young and I had no fucks to give. I went according to how people was treating me. So Carlos from another story time, all the way back, he got locked up, and then I met Todd. Todd was his friend, but they wasn't really friends like that. People got to be real specific and understanding on who's they friend and who they be calling people friends and shit, because just because you meet somebody in jail, you may meet some quality motherfuckers in jail. Don't get it wrong. You might meet a lifelong friend in there. You never know. So I'm not going to say everybody that you're friends with in jail ain't shit and it's just a survivalist mode and they're fake. I'm not going to say that, but 90% of them motherfuckers are. And Todd, unfortunately for Carlos, was one of those, was in the 90 percentile. So we was cool. Like, we used to be running around. Hey, Marquita. We used to be running around doing things for Carlos when he was locked up, right? Now, Carlos was an asshole, but Carlos wasn't physically abusive or nothing. Carlos was just a big ass fucking hoe. Like, he was the hoe of the century, and it's like I couldn't wrap my mind around it. That's why when females be feeling like, oh, that person won't. Did I say hi to my crafts? Did I say hi to you, crafts? Because I be like, my mind be racing and I seen it. But if I didn't, hey boo. But Carlos will fuck anything. You like how niggas, people be like, oh, niggas have no, niggas will fuck anything. And Carlos is the person who taught me niggas will fuck anything, literally. Like, you understand? So you can't put shit past their asses, right? So I meet Todd through Carlos. Carlos, they met in jail. He's home. We running around. We doing stuff for Carlos. Now, we was just cool, me and Todd, where like he wasn't really my type like that, like because he's a little chunky, but he was a cute little chunky person. But I think he liked me more, you understand, than I liked him. Well, actually, no, I didn't like him in that way. I just thought he was cool at the time. But he started to grow on me because it was like we was around each other like every day and stuff. And this is how it's like, you can't, as dudes, this is advice, right? If you got your friend around your girl, right, depending on like the levels that y'all are or whatever, don't make her cry. Don't talk shit. Don't. Hey, okay, bro. Okay, stay up in the bushes. Love you, Sir Neil. But you can't do that and be in the presence if you don't know that your friend is 100 your friend. Because if your friend is only 99% your friend, 80% your friend, that's not enough. You understand? Like, they will try. If your girl is a quality chick, you understand, where they're like, okay, she got shit going for her, and they know that you just fucking anything and deadbeats and stuff like that, and they can't understand why you're doing that, then you should want to make sure that every time they're around your girl that she's happy. Now, Carlos would just, I don't know, like, I was trying to help him and he would just say dumb shit. You understand? Like I had got him some sneakers. This is when the Carters was popping, when Jay-Z had them sneakers or whatever. Now he was on Rikers. So on Rikers, you can't just send whatever sneakers that you want to send to a person. You can't just send whatever shoes and stuff. Like there's rules to what you're sending and whatnot. So anything that you can remove straps and stuff, and the Carters that he wanted at the time, they had the removable straps. Like all everybody wanted them. So when I went to Foot Locker to buy them, the guy that worked at Foot Locker had, and this is crazy, he had just came home from the island and ended up getting a job there. And he was like, he put me on and was like, yo, take the straps off and send the straps separate. So I'm like, all right, cool, because like they'll throw your shit the fuck out on the island. They won't give a fuck. It's no return shit. They'll just be like, oh well, and throw them in the garbage. And I was not trying to waste. I think them shits was like 100. There wasn't much. There's like 100 and something, but still, that wasn't 100 and something dollars that I was trying to waste, sending something to jail that a person's not even getting. So me and Todd getting dumb cool. We dumb cool. Now I happened to be hanging with Todd and his friends one day, and the funny thing about it is I thought Todd's friend was actually cute or whatever, but I was shy or whatever, and I didn't want to talk to him. And now, mind you, I was dealing with Carlos, but like I said, Carlos was a hoe, and I was young and I wasn't stupid. Where it's like I don't have no ring. You're fucking all of these people. You don't know whether or not you want your baby. And he had baby mothers, Carlos. It wasn't a baby mama. He had baby mothers. So I'm like, listen, I'm not even trying to invest all my love and energy into this. Like I love you, but it's like a lot of shit gonna have to change, and it didn't look like it was gonna change. So I was just living my nice young life. So I didn't get to holler at Todd's friend because I still was a little shy. Like, I was used to dudes coming to talk to me. Like I wasn't the one to just be like, yo, I like you. I wasn't like that. Hey, Cruz, that's what I'm saying. The old crew, we coming back. So now I was on the phone with Carlos and he said some shit. I don't remember exactly what it was, but whatever it was made me cry. And it didn't make me cry out of sadness. It made me cry because I wanted to kick his fucking ass. Like when I cry, I don't cry out of weakness or sadness. I cry out of pure anger, like, and violence, where like I'm just so angry and my insides are just so boiling and so fucking hot and I can't touch you. Where if I could just touch you, I'll feel better. Like I won't cry, it won't be nothing. But it's like that's my body's defense mechanism of getting that shit the fuck out of me if I cannot get it out the way I want to. Like as a grown ass woman, I still cry a lot because there'd be a lot of people that be wanting to put hands and feet on, and it's either I can't get to them or not even that I can't get to them. It's the fact that I'm a mother now. So it's like I don't got time to go to jail because people be cop callers and shit. And be talking slick, but really be cop callers on the low. So you want give me your baba. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm dragging this along, but like I said, I'm just telling the story. This is not no bullshit that's written down. I'm telling y'all it out my brain. So, so I was on the phone with him, so I'm mad. You understand? So now when I get off the phone, Ty come, he like, yo, what's wrong with you? So I'm like, nah, this nigga be tripping. So I'm telling him what's happening and shit. So he like, nah, he bugging out. He bugging out. He needs to stop because you don't be having to visit him. You don't have to do none of the stuff you doing. So I'm like, yeah, you right. Not understanding Todd is setting me up. You understand? You setting me up. You caught me at a vulnerable. You see that I'm vulnerable. You see that our shit ain't what the fuck he probably told you it was. That you have a way to slip in. So I'm like, yes. And then he goes, yo, my family, we do trips, and this is the thing people don't understand. Just because people in the street, some people in the street got little Huxtable ass families. So don't think that people in the street that got shitty ass families all the time, because that's not the case. Where his family, Todd's family, is and they're amazing. I can't stand his fucking ass and certain things that transpired years down the line with me and him. Like that's the only ex of mine that if that nigga died, I wouldn't give a fuck. Like I wouldn't be like, oh damn, that's fucked up. I would not care. I wouldn't give a fuck. Like, and like I don't be having them type of problems. Hey Jamila, I don't be having them type of problems with my exes. My exes just be my exes, where it's like we just didn't work out, but I don't have no ill feelings or ill will towards them, or anything like that. But that one, yeah, that person died in my head a long time ago. But anyway, he invited me, to go to Great Adventures or whatever with his family and stuff. But then he's like, yo, don't think I'm trying to talk to you. I just think you a cool person and you shouldn't be crying. So I'm like, nah, I don't think you trying to talk to me. You are inviting me somewhere and that's what I think it is. But thank you. You understand? I didn't end up going though, but that's because I had other things to do. So now we still hanging, we still doing stuff for Carlos. So one day he took me to his grandparents' house or whatever. Now, on the way to his grandparents' house, because like I said, he comes from a good family. He was sitting there like, you better not, don't tell nobody where my grandmother lived, because he was really in the street. Hold on, y'all. Y'all hear King Kamani. He's like, yo, shut up. I don't got no time. Give me my goddamn milk, woman. Hold on. Okay, 1 second, y'all. But anyway, so he was like, because people like that be in the street for real, like not doing like petty crimes and shit like that, but like violent crimes and all type of like that's really out there, that's with the shits and done a lot of shit to people. They don't be wanting people to know, where their pride and joy live, their family. Of nobody wants them people to know that when you doing so much fucked up shit to people. So I'm like, nah, why would I tell somebody like where your granny live? Like, whatever. So when I went there, they was having like a whole family get together shit. And it was cute. It was nice. I was like, oh, his family got money. So their grandparents got this big ass house. You understand? Stuff like that. I was like, oh, this is real nice. So now all the little kids, and this should have been a red flag, all jokes aside, like I said, like with this nigga where I probably was the cutest person that he ever dealt with. And it's like, I'm not even trying to toot my own horn, but it was like I didn't see none of his bitches, exes or nothing at the time. We just was cooling. So all little kids come out and stuff like that, and it's like they sitting looking at me like some type of zoo animal or some shit. And I always used to have candy in my bag for children because I love the children. I love kids. You understand? So I'm just giving them candy and stuff. And they're like, oh, wow. Like the little girls, they're like, oh, wow, you're so pretty. Oh, my God, you're so pretty. Like they're playing in my hair and stuff. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. It was a little weird to me, though. I'm not even going to hold you. It was a little bit weird because I'm just like, okay, but they're kids. So I can't be like, what the fuck? Like, why are you all up on me like that? Like, because they kids. They wasn't no more than like 10 years old. So, it was nice. We left. He dropped me home or whatever. It was regular. We still on friend time. Hey, Bree, baby. We still on, homeboy and homegirl time. Now, I guess the more time that he spent with me, the more he started to like have a crush on me or something. So I guess to like test the waters, like one day he was like, "Yo, I like you, but you probably don't like me because I'm fat." And I'm like, "Nah, like, no, I don't like you like that. But it's not because you're fat. Like, it doesn't have anything to do like that." But all jokes aside, around that time, I kind of did like him a little bit. But I was like, I'm not trying to be the bad guy or whatever. So I was like, nah, I don't like you like that. So then he started to like pick my brain, like what kind of like I guess guys I like or something, like how they like look wise, if it's not because of his like body. And he had like real long braids. Where when I was younger, I used to like dudes with hair, like long hair for the most part or whatever. But as I got older, I was like, nah. Hey Ty, how you doing, boo? I was just like, nah, like I like haircuts. You get what I'm saying? Because I realized I wasn't gonna braid their hair, and y'all not sitting between no bitch's legs getting your hair braided. So eventually they would have to cut that shit. But I was telling him like, yeah, I like dudes with. Hey sis, how you doing? I was like, yeah, I like people with with Caesars and stuff like that. Like I like haircuts. So he was like, oh, you like haircuts? And I'm like, yeah, I like haircuts and stuff. So I went to come chill with this nigga the next day for us to go run around and do our 1-2 step. And I ain't gonna tell y'all what our 1-2 step is because you understand, like I ain't about to go to jail because fucking YouTube. But anyway, I was like, I didn't notice him. He was like, I'm down the block. I'm right here. And I'm like, I don't see you. Where you at? So then he started waving his hands. I was like, wait a minute. So when I pulled up, he cut off all his hair, y'all. Cut off all his hair. He looked cute. And I think maybe that's what turned it for me, because he was looking a little like rough when he had his long hair because he wasn't getting it done all the time. So when you got long hair, you have to get that shit done all the time or you will look like a homeless fucking bum. So I just was like nah. So I was like, yo, your hair look nice, so we chilling. Now this is how, when I say, just because you meet people in jail does not mean that they your friends like that. You understand? They just getting intel and they hope that your girl, like if your girl, like I said, if your girl look good, she got a head on her shoulders, she getting money and shit. They going in for the fucking kill and they know all your goddamn business. And they use that shit, and that's what happened with fat ass fucking Todd ass. And like I said, I still like chubby motherfuckers, but when I reference Todd, he's fat ass because it's derogatory and he didn't like it. So I wanted to feel some type of way. So that fat ass, you understand? Fat ass decides to do like a test on me and fucking Carlos, where mind you, I'm young. You understand? I gotta keep that in mind. I'm in early 20s. You understand? So I'm already going through shit with Carlos. Carlos already been a hoe before he got locked up. He's being a semi-hoe while he's locked up. So you know, there's room for pressure. You understand? So now, fat ass goes, yo, we going upstate. So with the part of upstate that he was talking about going to, everybody in the city, that's where they go to sell drugs. And when I was younger, I was never into that out of town bullshit. And then unfortunately, the place that he was talking about, like we used to have a joke that when people go there, like you going there to go to jail, basically. Like everybody that ever fucking went there was going to jail. It was just that hot there where it was like there's no purpose of even trying to go there. You might as well find some place else to go. Like you playing yourself if you go there. So when he said it, I was like, I ain't going to no motherfucking. I'm gonna just say what it is. I ain't going to no motherfucking Binghamton. I ain't going to no Binghamton. So then fucking he was like, I know you not going to Binghamton. Thank you, Monique. But I was like, I'm not going to no motherfucking Binghamton, nigga. Is you stupid? So then he's like, nah, I know you not going to Binghamton. So I'm like, hey, Bree, baby. Okay, let me make sure because it's two of you in here. I hope it's the same because people be cloning on these streets or whatever and stuff. But I know definitely this one is the real one. I don't know unless there's more than one. But hey, boo. But anyway, I was like, then why would you tell him if you know that I'm not going or we're not going to Binghamton, right? Why would you make that shit up and just be like, why would you tell him some shit like that? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm confused because mind you, Todd and Carlos are older than me. You understand? We not in the same age bracket. Where it's like if he was probably in the same age bracket, I would have caught on to the shit that Todd was fucking doing or whatever. But he was like, nah, I just wanted to see what his reaction was going to be when I told him that. So like I said, my young, fragile, emotional mind wanted to fucking know what the fuck Carlos said when he told him that shit. So I asked him that's where the shit just went all downhill after that for me and Carlos. And then it just was like, it went even further downhill for me because then I was with a fucking goddamn woman beater. You understand? I didn't fucking know. It probably was my karma or something. I don't fucking know. But I was like, what'd he say? So he was like, I don't care. Just send me another bitch. When I heard that shit, y'all, I was like, what? Like, I was like, I couldn't believe it. But then I got to realize this nigga Ben wasn't shit talking about Carlos. You understand? And this is his friend. So he's thinking he's telling this to his friend in confidence, not knowing that his friend is a snake and is just feeding me the intel. So I'm like, yo, I'm like, okay, you know what? I like you now. I know that probably sounds stupid as fuck. I was like, you know, fuck that nigga. You want to fuck me? I'm gonna fuck with you. Fuck him. You know about send another bitch? All right, send him another bitch. Because this bitch ain't never coming back. You understand? Because I had that mind frame when I was young. If you cheat on me, you do some fucked up shit, I'm going to do you 1,000% dirtier than what the fuck you did to me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm in there. So now, me and Carlos, we start fucking with me and Todd, we start fucking with each other or whatever. Now, mind you, I'm still speaking to Carlos from jail. This is so toxic. Y'all probably like, girl, you was having a toxic time when you was young. I'm still talking because I'm like, you know what? Carlos is my friend. He's a hoe, but he still was my friend. So I just don't want to leave him in jail all fucked up like that. Like, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. So, fucking, I didn't know Todd was living with his baby mother I didn't know this shit. You understand? Because the way he was acting and how he was doing shit, it was like you can't be with somebody doing the shit you doing. Like I watched him try to talk to girls and all type of stuff. Like you understand? You're trying to talk to me. You understand? I've never when I dropped him off, like it was nothing. There was no pictures in the phone. Hey Tootie, it was nothing going the fuck on for me to be like, oh, this nigga got a girl until, and this was so crazy. Me and Todd was dating like I say like 2-3 months or some shit like that, right? So I'm sleep because like we used to be out, we was getting that money. You feel me? So I'll be sleep until like the late afternoon type shit. So some girl calls my phone and was like, "Here's your tablet, pop pop." Calls my phone and was like, "Leave Todd alone." So I'm all type of confused. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm half sleep still type of shit. I'm like, what? And it's like, leave Todd alone. So then, mind you, my feelings are invested at this point. You get what I'm saying? Where that's how I was. Where once I pee on your tree, you are mine. I'm like a dog in that way. Where it's like how the dog pees on the hydrant. So if another dog come and try to fuck around with the hydrant, it's gonna try and attack that shit. That's how I am. Once my feelings and we have relations and shit, and we're having relations, and you telling me that we together, we are together unless I don't want to be with your ass. So if you pop up on the scene with the gangster lean, listen, sorry boo, like one of us is gonna be a loser and one of us is gonna be a winner. That's how my mind was set the fuck up. You understand? So you know, I used to just be cool with it because like I'm like I don't understand what the fuck is going on. So she was like, well, I'm his wife. So I was like, okay, well, I'm his girlfriend. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't know this bitch. You understand? So I'm like, you might think that you are, maybe you're not. Maybe you's a stalker ex. You could be whatever. I don't know you, ho. So she kept calling my phone. Like I said something to him and he was like, nah, that's my baby mother. That bitch, she always trying to fuck shit up. So of course I'm running with what he's talking about and stuff. Now this bitch, it gets weird because now she's calling me trying to fake be my friend or some shit. Like, you need to leave Todd alone because he got all these STDs and he beat up women and stuff. The only thing she told the truth about was the beating up women part, and I really should have all the way stuck with that fucking shit because he started beating my ass. And when I say beating my ass, this wasn't like a daily thing. This wasn't a weekly thing. Like he put his hands on me like 3-4 times before it registered in my brain that nigga, I could protect myself. Hold up. I'm not no pussy. So let me show you something real quick, and let me get the fuck out of here. Cause nigga, you gonna die. You gonna die fucking with me. Like, you were gonna die. And I don't want to go to jail and be sitting in jail. Hey, classy, and be sitting in jail. People like, yo, what you locked up for? Oh, I was killing this hoe ass nigga for putting his hands on me. Like, if I go to jail, I want a good story. Like, you feel me? I want a real, even though murder or trumps a lot of shit in jail, like if you come in and like what you here for murder, but it's like they also look at you stupid if you in there for murder for some dumb shit and you just gave your freedom up over some fucking dumb shit for 25 to life. So I needed a better story if I'm gonna go to jail. So anyway, so now she's just doing too much. So now when she keep with this STD shit, I'm like, okay, so if all of this is going on, miss, I'm still trying to be cool, calm, and collective with this hoe. I'm like, if all of this is going on, why do you want him? If he over here burning and beating bitches up and stuff, like, why do you fucking want him so bad? You understand? And why are you warning me? Wouldn't you want me to be burnt up like your ass? Wouldn't you want me to be burning too? Like, wouldn't you be laughing at me? Like, why are you acting like you my friend and you trying to save me from this nigga? Like, leave me alone and stop calling. So hey, China, her last ditch effort, I guess, to get this nigga to come home was because he was living with her. You understand? Now, that's why I said I don't know what kind of relationship they had because he was not staying with me. So I don't know where the fuck he was disappearing to that he's not coming home to your house and still acting like he's with me because he damn sure was not living with me. So that wasn't it. So now she took all his clothes and stuff and like threw them out like in front of the thing and then was like, oh, she called me and was like, yo, bring your boyfriend to come and get his clothes from in front of the building, bloop, bloop, blow. And this is why I shouldn't have made fun of the fact that he was whipping her ass, and it was like karma came and bit me in my motherfucking ass. Because when she said that shit, I thought I was being cute because she was older than me too. So I thought I was being cute and jazzy with it. So I was like, well, you better hurry up and put his fucking clothes in the house before he come and whoop your ass. I should have never, like, every time I look back on that, like when we ended up living together, like we went and got an apartment and shit, like I was like, damn, I should have never said that fucking shit. Even though she was like, she should have been off of me, like, leave me alone, bitch. Like, I shouldn't have like said that, because then I feel like I asked for what the things that was happening afterwards, because I made fun of another person getting their ass whooped. You understand? And then I took the burden off of that person to be taking on the fucking shit. So now we got an apartment. We got an apartment like probably like a week after that fucking shit happened. He went and bought all new clothes because he had mad money. So it was like, okay, you threw my clothes out, so fucking what? Okay, bitch, I'll just buy some more. Now, we're living together, right? And this is a true saying that you don't never know a person till you really live with a person. So it was certain shit that just was aggravating me when we was living together, like little basic shit. Like I feel like if I cook, right? If I cook, the least you could do is take your plate and scrape that shit and put it in the sink and run some water over the bitch. I'll wash the shit. Like, you don't have to wash it, but just make it a little easier. I'm not nobody fucking maid where you just gonna leave your empty plate of food there and for me to throw it out. Cause I had to do a test one day. And I know y'all probably like, oh, that's gross, but I had to test it one day. I made some chicken, right? And I wanted to see how long that plate was going to stay there until I moved it. That shit stayed a whole fucking day until I went. So I was highly upset. So I'm like, yo, because my father, all jokes aside, my father cooked, my father cleaned, my father used to do my hair when I was little. And my mother was at work all the time. Like, you understand? My father you know what I'm saying? So I see men's role a little different than a lot of men think what they role is supposed to be type shit, where I feel like you can do all the same shit that I'm doing in here. It's like I'm not gonna make you do it, but it's like I know you can do it, and it's not gonna make you look any less of a man. So I would get annoyed. Now we did the shit didn't get crazy yet. We still in, I guess, the honeymoon phase. We in the honeymoon phase. You China, you know. So now listen, we still okay at this point, right? He's going to work. I used to drop him off to work because I had the car. Like, you understand? He didn't have a car. So I used to take him all the way to work, come back, start dinner. I was being real housewifey. And then he had a son. You understand, where like the mom, she trusted me more around the kid type shit situation or whatever, because he didn't have custody of his son. His mother did. So she trusted me because she seen how I would interact with him. You understand? Like, that was my little homeboy. Like, his father ain't shit, but that was my little. That's what his son was, just beautiful. Where it's like you knew that he wasn't raised around him because his son had manners. His son was so special, and I was like, that was a little bit what kept me longer as well. As besides the empath shit, I had got a bond with his son, where in a weird way it was almost like his son was like my son. So it's like I used to leave sometimes, but I always leave and come back because I would miss him. So anyway, off that soft topic. So now somebody is like, Todd used to just go just crazy. Somebody stole my little car mirror, my side mirror and stuff. He came with a hammer and broke everybody's mirror thing off their car because he said they knew who took it. Like, everybody was scared of Todd. He was an animal. I wasn't scared of him. And I think he was trying to like break me and make me, all right, sunshine, and make me be like the rest of these people. Like, Todd was like Debo on Friday in a fucked up ass way, except for cute, where people was really, 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 really scared of this nigga. There was times where I was waiting for parking spaces because where we lived, there was hardly no parking. It was a bunch of meters and stuff. And I remember this dude, I was waiting for this space for almost an hour. I was dumb tired. And Todd had just came in from being on the block. And I went down because being that he's been on the block all night, like go upstairs to go to sleep, I'll sit and wait for the parking space. This man deboed me for the parking space, y'all. I was like, what are you doing? Like, we halfway in. I'm halfway in back then. The man is halfway coming in. Like, he really tried it. I'm like, no, this nigga is not getting this fucking space. So I'm thinking the man is just going to move or whatever. Like, because we're sitting here now. I've been sitting here hours. So now I got to sit here and play with this nigga for another 20, 30 minutes or whatever. And I just ended up calling Todd. And I'm like, yo, Todd, This nigga over here trying to steal my parking space. Todd ran downstairs with his chunky ass and his little fucking boxes and Timberlands and was like, move, nigga, move. So it was like that nigga got scared. That nigga moved. Then he went when the nigga found the parking space because the nigga lived in the building next to us, went and slapped the shit out the nigga. Todd was fucking crazy. So I think part of that crazy shit, I think I liked some of that. I was like, yeah, like that shit was turning me. I was like, yeah, this nigga crazy. But then it was like, nah, this nigga, now you being crazy on me, so this shit ain't even funny no more. So now, the first incident that took place where I was like, oh shit, this nigga is a woman beater for real. Like, you understand? He beating everybody. Where I should have known he wasn't shit because of the girl with her calling and saying what she said. Then I should have known something was wrong with him because he used to disrespect his mother. So it's like any nigga that don't respect their mother, they don't have the ability to respect other females. It's very slim to none that if a dude, and I mean disrespectful to their mom, calling them bitches and all type of stuff like that, and fuck you, or putting their hands on them. Like, he ain't put his hands on her, but he used to disrespect her verbally. They can't do nothing with you. You can't expect shit from them. So, and I love Todd's mom too, all jokes aside, because you know, she was telling me the real. Like, you know how some mothers cover up their son shit? Like, she wasn't telling me about the whole shit, but when I started to break down and start having anxiety attacks and being depressed, and I would call her, I'm like, yo, I'm depressed. Like I couldn't, I felt like I left outside my body type shit. Like, that's how depressed I was. She used to just tell me, you know, positive stuff. Like, listen, that's my son and I love my son, but don't let my son drag you to the gutter. You feel me? So I took that as what the fuck it was, but that's later on down the line. So now, something he asked me to do, right? And it was something I felt like he was able to do. So I was like, no, why don't you do it? Mind you, his son is there, and one of his only real friend, because the rest of them niggas that was around him was scared to fucking death of him and would go with whatever the fuck he was doing. So it just came out of nowhere. Like, he snuck me. Where that nigga like yoked me up and had like I don't know how to explain it, but like my arms linked up where I couldn't move and I couldn't do shit or whatever and stuff. So like when he finally let me go, because his son started screaming at him like, yo, let her go, what are you doing, you understand? Like, because his son ain't never seen no shit like that, number one, and number two, like me and his son bond was crazy, you understand? So he couldn't understand you doing that shit to me. So now it registered, so that I picked up this big bag of clothes or something, because I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and I tossed it at him. So that he went and yoked me up again. My boob done came out, so now I'm embarrassed because his friend is fucking there and whatnot. And I'm like, so his friend is like, yo, get off of her, like, what you doing? Another friend is trying to tell her like his girl ain't shit, she don't cook, she don't clean, she don't do nothing. So they're confused, like, what are you doing? So then he lets me go. So now he tries to bribe his son, like, yo, come on, let's go to Toys R Us, I'm gonna buy you a toy. And that's why I say I loved his son, and his son was nothing like him, because his son was like, I don't want no toys from you. I don't want. Come here, Papa. Oh, you okay? He's like, I don't want nothing from you because you hit Cola, and Cola makes me smiley face pancakes every morning. I don't want no toy. Don't touch me, Dad. And at the time, his son was like 5. So he mad. You get what I'm saying? He leave, whatever and stuff. Now, this is why when people don't understand with abuse, people be like, damn, yo, why you didn't just leave that day? Because it's like I had places to go. So it wasn't like I was stuck there. Like I had no choice but to be there. Like some people, unfortunately, where they have no choice but to sometimes stay in the abuse because they have no alternative. Like I had plenty of alternatives. Like I did not have to stay there. But I felt like he was just a broken up person. Like he had a fucked up childhood and all this other shit. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe it was just that day. And then he came, it was all nice, and I'm so sorry. Of fake tears and all this other fucking shit. My father used to do that to my mother. I'm sorry I did that to you. It's all a mental fucking shit. Once they get in your fucking brain, abuser could keep you for a while, and people don't understand it's in the brain. It ain't like your brain just wants it to be not their fault. If you can kind of understand like what it is, like, damn, this person is so sweet, so but they're really not. It's all a game. So we still carrying on. Something else happened, and this is like when I felt like, you know what, I want to leave. I want to leave, right? So I forgot exactly what the fuck it was, but I went and he wasn't home and I packed up all my stuff. I packed up all the stuff he bought me, like the clothes and the shoes and stuff, because I came there fly. So it wasn't like you understand, like you could keep the shit that you bought. Like you understand, like I came here with furs and shit. Like no, you did not make me, baby. So you could keep these little Jordans and stuff that you was buying. I left that stuff. Now, mind you, when I left the stuff, I left it because I see in the movies, I seen with my friends and stuff, like when you take the shit the niggas buy you and they want to be petty, they be like, yo, give me my shit back, give me my shit back. So I was trying to make it where I didn't have to give you your shit back. Your shit is just right there and I'm just not fucking there. Now, he came home and he knew I was leaving though, because I told him. So it wasn't like he came home and all the shit was gone and then he was like, yo, why you leave? It wasn't like that. Like I told him, like, nigga, I can't function under these circumstances. It's like I don't like your mouth. I don't like it. It wasn't even a hand problem. It was just him at that point where I was like, I don't like you. So he asked me to meet him on a block. Now the block he told me to meet him on. Now the funny thing about it was I was going to take the house keys and drop the house keys off to his mother's house. I had a whole plan. You understand? And I should have just stuck to the plan and I didn't. He's like, pick me up at such and such box. I go pick him up. This nigga looked like he had murder in his eyes. Like he just looked really, 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 really off and scary and stuff. So I'm like, where you want me to drive to? Like, you know, I'm looking because I'm like, I don't even know if I want to drive with this nigga, because what if this nigga try to take me to kill me or some shit? Like, why are you looking like that? So I'm trying to figure out why he's like looking like that before we go anywhere. So while I'm driving, I keep like putting my foot on the brake. Like I keep stopping and going, like, yo, like, cause he's not answering the fucking question. The nigga pulled the knife out. Hey, Southern Charm, nigga pulled the knife, like, drive. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I drive. This nigga took me to the back of Shea Stadium. Now the back of Shea Stadium is nothing but like, it's a lot of like mechanic shit, but also out there, it's like a prostitution stroll. And this goes to show you that the police be so dumb and so stupid and don't know what shit to fuck with and what shit not to fuck with. So we back there and he's looking, he's like, yo, my stuff wasn't good enough for you. So I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? And he was like, yo, why you didn't take none of the stuff that I bought you? And I'm like, yo, because I didn't think, I didn't think you would want me to have the stuff that you bought me, because I'm not staying here. We breaking up. So like I just left the stuff. Like it wasn't, he's like, it's not about whether it was good or not. This nigga was going off. This nigga tried to take my keys, and then I think he thought about it because he was gonna take my keys and throw them, where I was like, damn, I'd have been fucked up if he'd have did that fucking shit. But he took my phone and tossed it. So now I'm like, yeah, I'm about to probably fucking die back here and stuff. This nigga yelling and screaming. You understand? Like flinching at me and stuff. I don't have nothing to defend myself. So this man, this truck driver that was in the truck, he was coming from the back of there, like out the dark, driving out. So he must have been back there with one of the prostitutes or something, or finished with the prostitute. And he was like, yo, stop yelling at that girl like that. Like, you understand? So then Todd is like, nigga, don't play with me. I'll shoot you. You understand? I was like, yo, this shit is getting fucking crazy. So now Todd lets me go. So now where he had me and where we lived at the time, it was walking distance for him. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm back, y'all. But yeah, um, what had happened was he walked off to go home, right? So I'm going to drive to go where the fuck I was going when I was leaving. So the police come, they're coming down, they see me driving from out the back of the thing where I told y'all, in the daytime it's like a mechanic thing there, but at night it's like the hoes go right there. It's like a whole, whatever you call it, stroll depot, whatever stuff. So who knows, maybe they was assuming I was a hoe, but I was like crying, like I was shaking, I was crying and stuff. So the officers, they get out the car. First of all, the way they handled the shit, it just was like, are you serious? Like, it's little old me by myself. But police officers in New York is a little bit scary, a lot of them, or whatever. So they do the most for no reason. So now they got the light shine on me. Fucking they didn't have a gun out, but it looked like he was about to. So now I'm really freaking out because I'm just like, what the fuck is this? So now the one of the officers is like, what are you doing back here? So I'm like, nothing. Like, I made a wrong turn. Like, I'm not even from back here. Like, when they see on my license where I'm from, they say, you from the Bronx, what you doing all the way out here? So I'm like, I got lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I got lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm crying. So then, mind you, like I said, he just basically walked past they ass, you can almost say, like, or whatever, where it's like, if you stopped at the time that y'all stopped and y'all seen me coming through, y'all seen all that shit that was going on, but that's neither here nor there. So now they're like, why are you crying? And I'm like, nah, I'm just crying because I'm lost and I don't know where I'm at. And they're like, are you drunk? Is that why you're crying? Because you're drunk? So I'm like, no, I'm not drunk or whatever. So they made me take a breathalyzer. Made me do a whole bunch of dumb shit. So now they asked again. It was like, what are you doing coming from back here? So I'm like, listen, I'm not a prostitute if that's what you insinuating for me coming back here. I made a wrong turn. I'm not from fucking out here. So they was like, listen, we don't want to see you. So what you're going to do is you're going to drive out and you're going to drive all the way to the Bronx. If we see you anywhere around here tonight, you're going to jail. So I'm like, so now I'm really frustrated because I'm like, damn, like, you understand? Like, a nigga almost was about to take my life. You understand? Even though I wasn't going to tell him that because I'm not a snitch. Where you understand where, like, that might have been also why Todd felt like he could do a lot of shit that he was doing because he knew I wasn't no fucking snitch. You understand? But I was like, this is crazy. So I don't know how I don't end up going to the Bronx. I end up at one of Todd's friends' girlfriend's house. I don't remember why the fuck I ended up there or why I even fucking went there. Like, I should have just went the fuck home. But something, I was starting to feel like, oh, I miss Todd. It was real stupid, like, So I ended up calling him the next day and I was like, oh, I didn't leave or whatever. So he was like, all right, well, come back home. So when I came back, now mind you, my car, and I had a truck, was filled up with mad shit. So I'm like, okay, so help me take the stuff upstairs. And he was like, no, you take it up because you should have never left. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I had to take stuff upstairs. Fine. Now I'm gonna try and fast forward a little because me and Todd, we got mad crazy ass fucking stories. Like, the police ran down on me. I thought they was gonna kill me because of this nigga. Just mad shit. Like he was out there. Like, so I was just like, no, like, this nigga, no. But we're fine, right? So we're good. He's acting like he missed me. His son definitely missed me. We're fine. I'm feeling like we're a little bit normal, but we're not. We're about a month after that. And this is the thing, me and Todd did not live together for years. So it's like, I did stay longer than I needed to stay, but I didn't stay. I wasn't, no. We probably lived together like 6 or 7 months tops before it was time for me to make an exit. But a month after that, we was in front of his mom's house, and he had one of these little portable video game things or whatever stuff. That was his son's. So now, but he used to always be trying to house his son's shit, his fucking PlayStation. I was like, you a grown ass motherfucker. Why are you trying to house the shit? So now, his son, the way me and his son was, like, my car was his son's car. So whenever he would get in the car, something like, he would be jumping all around. He just do whatever, and that's, I don't care. He go in the glove compartment. He just do what the fuck he want to do. So hold on, y'all. Come on. You gonna stay in here, come on, or you gonna go out there? But anyway, they're very stupid classy. So he had went out. I was sitting in the car. I didn't know what he went in the house and he said to his son must have asked him, was his game in the car? But for some reason he didn't, I don't know what it was. He didn't want to give him the game. Like I knew he didn't want to give him the game or whatever. But like I said, I don't know what conversation they had when they was in the house. I was just sitting outside in the car chilling with his younger brother and his younger sister. You understand? So his son came out and went in the glove compartment. Like I said, he had free reign of the car. So I don't know why the fuck he would lie to him, like acting like, you understand, I didn't have a locked glove compartment. It wasn't that type of party. So he went in there and he seen the game. So his son started going off and he was like, no, why did daddy lie to me? Dad, there's no more red water. So then his son, you get what I'm saying? Because kids don't like when you lie to them. So he was like, daddy's a liar. Oh my God. So he went stomping back in the house and he called him a liar. This nigga came stomping out the house and was like, yo, what you told my son? My son came in there calling me a liar. That nigga hit me in the face with the game and my nose started bleeding. Dead ass. So I'm seeing the blood. I'm like, yo, this shit's getting worse and worse. But before it was like, okay, you did the little yoke shit. That was bad, but it wasn't. Now I'm like, yo, what is this? His little brother, sister, they looking like, oh my God, what's going on? But they knew he was a fucking woman beater. But it was like the other bitches, and it's fucked up to say, but them bitches was fucked up and ratchet. And the family didn't like them. So I guess they felt like they deserved that ass whooping, but they liked me. And it was like, nigga, what you doing? Type shit. But they was scared of his ass too. So they couldn't just jump in and do shit. He babies it, smooths it over. It's okay. Now a couple months later, because remember I told you this wasn't ongoing, him beating me or whatever, or putting his hands on me, I should say. It wasn't how some people, they gotta go through that shit daily or weekly. You understand? It would be sporadic. And the weird thing about it was with him, like if I was turned up like he was turned up, like if we was arguing or something, I'm like, yeah, nigga, what? It was like some real sucker shit. Like he wouldn't try to engage in anything physical with me then. Like he would hold that feeling, and then like the next day or something, when I'm thinking we're cool and I'm just in nice people mode and stuff, that nigga would sneak me. So it would throw me the fuck off because you get what I'm saying? Where like I'm not showing you aggression, we hugging and kissing. I'm thinking it's a cool day. You understand? And out of fucking nowhere, whatever I might have did the day before or whatever last week, that's what the fuck he's doing it for. So I didn't understand it. You understand? So this the last incident where it was like, up until the last incident, I already knew it was over because I would be like cooking something, like I would be boiling water or something, right? And I would just zone out into the water and just feel and imagine how good it would feel to take that boiling ass water and throw it on this motherfucker. Like I would be doing it, he'll walk up behind me and I had to catch myself. Like, you understand? Like I was that, like I'm over with it. I'm sitting there calling his mother, but I'm not really telling her exactly what's going on. But she knows in a way what's going on. Hold on, Kamani is doing too much. Hold on. You're welcome. So like she knew that like she would say little things, but I didn't want to get her in trouble. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's still her kid, so he's gonna expect some type of loyalty from her. But she was just telling me like, I seen the change in you from when I first met you. You know, you don't smile as much as you used to, you don't laugh as much, as like your energy, I could tell. Please don't let my son drag you to the gutter. And I will always keep that, and I will always love that lady. I don't give a fuck. Like, you understand where it was like, because like I said, a lot of parents don't know that their kids is not shit and still sugarcoat the shit for the other person to just go through it because their kid wants them. So fucking, I'm like, this is just too much. And then I ended up seeing a text or something in his phone. Because one thing I don't like, if I'm in a relationship with you, don't touch my phone. Don't touch none of my shit. Hey, Betty, don't touch none of my shit because it's gonna prompt me to want to touch your shit. Cause I feel like when a nigga is digging in your phone, is he's digging in your phone in hopes that you doing the same shit that he doing. That way he could play victim and act like when you catch him doing whatever he did, that he did it after you did it when he been doing it the whole fucking time. You understand? So now, because he kept going in my phone, now, like I said, it prompted me to go in his phone. Now, this is, at this point, this is stronger cola, where it was like, you know, fuck them bullets. Fuck with this nigga's well-being. This nigga don't give a fuck about my well-being. You kidney punching me. You busting me in my fucking face with game shits and shit. My nose bleeding. Like, nigga, you don't fucking care what happens to me. So why the fuck do I care so much about what the fuck happens to you? Okay, Betty. But yeah, I'm just like, no, pop. That's not to be pouring out. Please don't do that. So I'm like, huh? What, Kamani? No, Kamani, no. So then yeah, I'm like, I can't deal with this shit no more. Cause I remember one day he was in the bathtub and he had the radio, and the crazy thing about it, he had the radio, which was stupid as hell. For you to have the radio, he had it on the sink. And the way the apartment was set up, the sink was really, really, really close to the bathtub. Where it would be nothing to just throw that radio in the bathtub. That's the type of thoughts that I was having with this fucking nigga. Like, I went his phone and I seen what I seen. Now remember, when I used to be turned up, he didn't want no smoke. So when I came in the bathroom and I seen what I seen in his phone, I asked him about it. He said some smart shit, like trying to be jokey about it, and it wasn't funny to me. And I smacked the shit out of him. And mind you, he's wet and in the tub, so you know when people hit you when they wet or whatever, it hurts. So he's like, yo, when I get out this tub, me and you gonna shake, fuck that. And I'm like, whatever. Now, mind you, like I said, this is Cola getting back to her fucking self at this point in time, where it's like it's whatever, nigga. Like I know how to fight, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been playing with your ass out of fucking pity. Like, it is whatever. So I'm like, then good, whatever. So I closed the door. I went and changed my clothes because I had on little shorts and stuff at the time when that took place. And I'm like, you're not gonna be slapping me in my legs. I put on some sweatpants. I fucking tied my fucking hair up, and I just was sitting on the bed waiting. Like, I was ready to fight. You understand? So he comes out the bathroom in a towel, and he's like, why you changed your clothes? And I was like, oh, I changed my clothes because you said that when you got out the tub that we was gonna fight. So you understand? Like, I'm dressed to fucking fight. So he was like, what? And I was like, you know what? But I'm not gonna do like what you've been doing to me, like sneak you and all type of whack shit like that. I'll let you fucking put some clothes on instead of popping on you while you in that fucking towel. Like, I want the shits. You get what I'm saying? I want the shits at this point. So now, fucking, he doesn't want no smoke. He don't want nothing. You understand, classy? And then I told him, I said, yo, let me tell you something. And this is when I think he understood. Maybe she's not rapped that right. Cause I'm like, yo, you know, you lucky I just smacked you. Cause he kept wanting to talk about the smack. He tried to call his sisters because he had sisters with his father had other like older kids. So fucking they was happy. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a bully. He bullied his family. He bullied his friends. He bullied everybody. So they wasn't trying to come and fight me and do no fucking shit. They was like, good. We glad that she slapped the shit out you. So then I told him, let me tell you something. He's like, what? I said, you know what? You very lucky that I just slapped the shit out you. And then he's like, why? Because that shit hurt. I said, nah, because my first thought was to push that radio in the tub with your ass. And then you could be sizzling from the inside out because you still got them fucking bullets in your body that you too stupid to go get fucking removed, bitch. So be happy I just slapped you. So then that nigga was just looking like, he said you was gonna do that. And I was like, yeah, I was going to push that in the tub with you and you was going to fucking sizzle. So he was like, then what if I didn't die or whatever? I would have called the cops on you. I said, no, listen, I thought about the whole shit, motherfucker, which I did at that time where you understand, I already planned it. I was like, all right, I was going to lock the bathroom door from the inside after he was in the tub sizzling. After, you want to go out there? You want to go? After, okay, but yeah, I planned it. It was like after, are you going or are you staying, Kamani? I'm not playing with you. You good, okay? Stop acting a fool. The story time is almost over, okay, Pop Pop? Come here. Want to sit with me? Will that make you relax? But anyway, so I'm like, no. But no, it's true, Betty. I really did. I was like, I was gonna lock the door, close the shit. I was gonna go in the room. I was gonna sit and watch TV for about an hour or two. Then I was gonna go knock on the door and act like I can't get in there. And I was gonna call the cops like I can't get in the damn bathroom. Hey, Juice. Huh? You can't go out there, Kamani. If you go out there, you want what are you doing? Okay. I think you're tired because it's almost past your bedtime. You got 15 more minutes. But I was like, no, for real, Mama Carla. But I was like, nigga, you don't even know the shit that you've been putting me through, the thoughts that been going through my head, you stupid motherfucker. Like, you understand? Like, the reign of terror was going to end. That's how fucked up I was in the head with fucking with this nigga with getting popped on out of nowhere and for no reason, all type of weird shit. I was like, you guys to go, motherfucker. You guys to go. So now, fucking, that nigga looking mad scared, like, oh shit. You understand? Like, this bitch crazy. You understand? So he chilled for a while, but the craziness it didn't sit in for him. Now the end all be all. Was the end of the whole shit where it was like, nigga, it's going down. Okay, pop. Yes, your eye. Leave your eye alone. Thank you. So sit, bro. I'm trying to tell you. So then, freaking, this is a little bit about a month or two later now, right? He's with the whack friends, the scary motherfuckers, the ones that would sit there and watch it and don't say shit. They just gonna act like they don't know what the fuck is going on because they just so scared of his fucking ass. Like, they not real niggas, they're not real men. You understand? The friends I never really like that. The nigga got a TV, some shit. This is real hood. This is hoodlicious. He went and got a TV or some shit from a crackhead, right? However it was, but he for whatever reason he wanted me to get the clean sheets. Come on, stop. He wanted me to get the clean sheets, right, y'all, and put the shit on the dirty ass fucking floor, and to put the TV on there, whatever it was. It just didn't make any sense to me, and I wasn't gonna do it. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. That nigga went and put me in a headlock, y'all. That nigga put me in a motherfucking headlock. And I'm like, yo, let go. And this is how I know, like, when you're doing something, if you hit me, touch me, any type of thing like that, and I'm talking to you calmly, something bad is about to happen. If I'm just yelling at you and I'm like, nigga, this, bitch, that, you're safe. You're safe. If I'm talking to you like, yo, get off me. Okay? Why did you do that? If I'm talking to you like that, it's something crazy about to go down. So now, I told her, yo, get off me. Now, mind you, the sucker ass niggas, they sitting there, they fucking looking. They don't got shit to say. They trying to act like they watching the TV. Like, they don't see nothing that's going, hey, Joyce. Like, they don't see nothing that's going on. So now the nigga started squeezing tighter. Like, every time I told him to get off me, he started squeezing tighter. So now I'm starting to lose a little bit of air at this point. So luckily for me, he's not in there. So luckily for me, right? Where he decided to do this nonsense at, it was a closet, right? So the closet handle is one of those little round handle type things or whatever. Hell no, Betty. I was not playing that, no, bitch, because like that motherfucker, that nigga probably tried to cut me up or some bullshit and dispose of the body. I was not about to play with him like that. So where one of his bullets is on his body, right? It's like near his spine type shit and his lower back. So it was perfect. You know what I'm saying? To get this motherfucker to fuck off me. So I was like, yo, I told you to get off me. Boom. Back this nigga up, right up in there. The shit hit the bullet. The shit hurt him enough that he had to let me fucking go and put his arms up. I went and ran to the kitchen, got this big ass knife. And then I came to start stabbing that nigga. And this is why I said them little bitch ass niggas that he was hanging with wasn't shit. Because while I'm getting the air choked out of me and the life choked out of me, y'all sitting here fucking watching TV and shit. Like, ain't shit going on. Like, y'all, like, I hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Like, ain't shit going to fuck on. I go to stab this nigga. Now y'all know what the fuck is going on. So all them niggas jumped up. It's almost like they formed a line in front of this fucking nigga. Like, I would have had to slicing and dicing a bunch of niggas to get to his fucking ass. They like, yo, Cola, chill. Cola, it's not that serious, Cola, chill. So now I'm in crazy people mode at this point. I was like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? It's not that serious. So it was not that serious when he was choking me and I was dying? The fuck? Where the fuck was y'all niggas at? Let me tell y'all something. Listen, y'all better take this motherfucker with y'all and get the fuck out this house. Cause if y'all leave him in here with me, I'ma kill his fat ass. I'm gonna stab the fuck out of him. I'm gonna slit this nigga throat. He gonna die tonight. He gonna die tonight. So take him. Take him now or he fucking dead. And I don't got no time to play with y'all, right? So now, boom. The nigga went wherever the fuck he went. He said, but see, this is the funny shit. I didn't leave that night. I calmed down like a little bit later. The finale of the shit that I did, that's where when I tried to kill his ass. But listen, the shit that wasn't the consensus for me to leave. That's the part where I tried to kill him. But what made me fucking leave was this. It was just one in particular friend out of the whack friend crew. Where another thing, guys, I know like a lot of times guys be wanting they girlfriend to hang with their homeboy's girlfriend. They want this shit to be some fake mafia shit. You know, where it's like, let's all hang in a circle. Like, you don't need no outside friends. Just be friends with this motherfucker. No, that's what will fuck shit up. Because unfortunately, if your friend is a hoe bag or whatever you want to call it or whatever, and you making your girl be friends with his girl, who the fuck she gonna end up crying and telling all of his business stuff? So what you think she gonna think? You understand, when y'all hanging together? So I could not stand this bum ass nigga because his girl would have me up at 3:00 in the morning telling me all type of crazy shit, and I'm just like, yo, wait a minute, Todd is out with this nigga. I wonder if they out fucking bitches together. Like, that's what the hell was going on in my brain. So one day we were so fucked up, we had no money. Like, you understand, like something went wrong as far as street shit, and we was eating pancakes, like literally, like and not the good pancake mix where you got to put the eggs in the milk and shit. We was eating the Aunt Jemima add water bullshit for like a whole fucking week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit was real. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, the nigga came. Now, mind you, his friend was a bum. Every time he was like hanging around and stuff, like he was a fucking bum. Like, he was just bummy all the time. So this one day, this nigga came to the house to get this nigga Todd, right? And I think that it was too much. I'm like, you got a hand problem. This is way too much, because now you trying to play with me like I'm fucking stupid. Fucking the nigga came in nice new leather. Nigga had on cologne. Hey, a messy. The nigga had on, yes, pancakes with no syrup, messy. It was real. So fucking the nigga, he's just not looking like himself. Like, when we was having good times on the block, like, this is how the fuck you was supposed to look. You was looking homeless all the time. What the fuck is different with today? Now, Todd had moved in some little nigga, right? Now, when I say little, I think he was like 17, 18, whatever. I don't know if he was a runaway. I don't know what he was, but he was sleeping on the couch. But I didn't like that little nigga. It was just like, that nigga was just rude. I remember he took one of the little hood girls, and I had woke up one day and that nigga was trying to having sex with the little bitch on my couch, and I had to end up going off on her and throwing her the fuck out. Hold on. It was just disgusting and dirty. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I come out and then they on the couch. She's fucking on my couch. So I was like, no, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. And then he's like, no, I didn't know this was. I said, no, get the fuck out of here, little bitch. Little bitch. And I said, nigga, you next. Because you understand, you got your little job. You don't even buy no toilet paper in here. But anyway, that's just a little background on the little homie. So the bum nigga comes and he gets Todd. He's all fresh to death, ready to party. I knew Todd couldn't make no money. Todd is telling me they're going to the block. You understand? But I knew, hey, Ella, I knew he didn't have no money to be making no money. And Todd is selfish. Todd is not going to go with you to make money, and he can't make no money. He's never going to do any shit like that. But see, everything did not register at first. And so I'm still stuck on the fact that this bum doesn't look like a bum. You understand? And then fucking when they left, it all clicked to me like 10 minutes after they fucking left. That's when it just clicked in my brain. Like, nah, this ain't even fucking right. Motherfuckers is probably going to fuck some bitches or whatever. So I called Todd, right? So now I'm like, yo, where you going? So now I think I heard, like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think I heard some bitches. You understand? It sounded like bitches in the background. And I'm like, yo, and the shit just set me the fuck up. Like, son, that just set me up. I was like, those is bitches. Those is, wait a minute. Hold up. Listen, you better get the fuck back here now. Now, mind you, Todd bought me a little pit bull puppy at the time, and I loved that pit bull puppy. He was so cute. He was so beautiful and so adorable. But I had to use some collateral. You understand, to up the crazy. So I was like, listen, if you not back here in 15 fucking minutes, I'm tossing this dog out the fucking window, bitch. You understand? So he was like, yo, why you acting like that? Why you acting like that? I said, your heart is black. Your heart is black. That's why I just lost it. So then fucking, you know how like when you going off and then you hanging the phone up and then you call back because you forgot you got some more shit to say. So then you say it again and you hang up. It was one of them type of fucking shit. So he stopped picking the phone up. Now, mind you, this is when Boost Mobile was popping. You understand? So he had one of those or whatever, but I didn't have one. Like I had two regular Sprint phones. I didn't have a Boost phone, so I wasn't part of the Boost crew, the do crew. I wasn't a part of that. So the little nigga in the living room, that nigga had a Boost phone. So I'm like, yo, call that nigga right now. So then he's like, yo, Cola, I don't want to be involved. I said, motherfucker, you're involved because you're in the house with the crazy bitch. So you better call him now because whatever I want to do to him, I'm going to do to you. Call this nigga the fuck now. So now the little nigga must have thought a bitch was playing with his ass. Now, mind you, this little I don't want to be involved motherfucker is playing my PlayStation because that PlayStation was my PlayStation. Do you understand? That I bought. You understand? So I'm like, yo, you really not gonna call this nigga? You really not gonna call this nigga? And he's like, no. And I said, let me show you something. So I went and I yanked the fucking cords out the screen while he was still playing the PlayStation. He was like, yo, why you did that? I didn't say. I said, because it's fucking mine, bitch. You're playing my shit. You don't want to call nobody? Okay, cool. So now I start going through the DVDs and shit, right? Now I'm looking at the DVD. I'm snapping everything and tossing them shits all around the living room. That's not my shit. Anything that was mine, I put to the side. Anything that was his or this little nigga, it was getting snapped and tossed all around. So now it took that level of crazy for this motherfucker to decide he want to hit this nigga. So now he's like, yo, you got to get home now. She in here bugging, yo. She in here bugging. So I snatched the phone. I said, yo, you think I'm playing? That dog better start growing wings right fucking now because I done broke up everything in this fucking living room and that dog is fucking next. I told you I didn't even want that fucking dog to begin with. It was a lie. I loved that dog. And then later on down the line when I left, he ended up killing the dog. That's a whole nother story time. You understand? He wouldn't let me take it, but he killed it. But anyway, I was like, listen. So fucking, I'm waiting for him to come home, right? So I take all the pictures that we done took together. I done flashed his face the fuck up out of them shits. Like I really lost my mind that night. And then I was taping them shits to the front of the bedroom door. So when he comes through, fucking he sees the pictures. He's like, yo, that's how you giving it up. That's how you giving it up. Remember, I told y'all when I'm turned up, the nigga don't want no parts of the turn up. You understand? Like that's the time if you want to fake be trying to hit people, hit a motherfucker when they on the same frequency that your ass is on. So I'm sitting on the bed in the dark, real crazy, and I'm like, yo, nigga, don't say shit to me. Don't say shit to me. So then he said it again, and I jumped up on the bed. I still even remember how the fuck there was some ninja shit, but I just jumped up and was standing on the bed and standing over him. Like I told you, don't fucking say nothing. Why are you standing over me? I feel threatened. Why are you standing over me, nigga? I will kill you. Like, get out. I was like, what? You want to fight? You want to fight? What's up? What's good? I'm spitting in this nigga face. I got the fist all in there. Bro, Sir Neil, I to this day don't understand how the fuck I got the fuck up because the way I was sitting on the bed and the way that nigga was over me when I was sitting on the bed, it was some magical fucking shit, bro. Because I just leaped the fuck up ninja style and was like, what's good? Like, you understand? So he's like, oh, why are you acting like that? Now he want to play victim. Like, he's like, why are you doing all of that? And I'm like, no, why the fuck are you doing all that? You was out there fucking them nasty bitches. Was it you with that nigga? That nigga's a bum. That nigga's a bum. And he's gonna come here smelling all good. You ain't got nothing to sell. You're I want to leave. I want to leave because, mind you, at this time my car was fucked up, so I couldn't just get in and drive because I would have just fucking left. If that's the case, I'd have been okay. Yeah, you bitch. Okay, I'm out of here, and you really would have came home and I wasn't there. So he was like, are you sure you just, do you want to just go to your mom's house or something? So, take a break. Like, he's really trying to be fucking nice because he know a bitch is on the edge. You done fuck my brain up royally to the point where yes, nigga, I may kill you. Yes, I have it in me to do the same shit that you've been doing to me. It's just I had more sympathy than you. I wasn't just a total piece of shit ass fucking human that I just want to be hurting motherfuckers for no fucking reason. So I said, you know what? Yeah, I do want to leave for a couple days and then come the fuck back or whatever. Cause nigga, I don't like you. I hate you. Like, I hope you fucking die, you fat bitch. You like, my poor puppy is sitting there looking, because even when I kept saying I was gonna throw him out the window, that poor little puppy, that's why animals. Yes, Pop Pop, what happened? Yes. What happened? But because animals be knowing, they got a little bit of human in them. You understand? Because when I kept talking about throwing that poor little puppy out the window, he just kept looking up with his cute little puppy eyes like, Mama, please don't do it. Don't throw me out the window because of this motherfucker. Even though I was never going to throw him out the window. I was never going to throw out the window. That dog was Team Cola the whole way. Even when we was potty training him, he would shit on his side of the bed, and the worst he would do was pee on mine, but he would never shit on my side of the bed. So it was like he was down. When we used to argue, his little puppy ass would come over there and start barking like, nigga, don't talk to my mom like that. So maybe he did have to fucking, I don't know, kill poor little Gravy or whatever, but not really, because the way he killed him, from when I heard from his friend, when I was asking about Gravy, you know, I was still cool with the cool friend from the beginning of the story that was like, nigga, why are you putting your hands on her? Like what is wrong with you? I'm scared of you, but what's wrong with you? You understand? We stayed cool. And I know funny shit. We stayed cool. That was like, that's still like my brother or whatever. But I asked about Gravy. I said, yo, so how's Gravy doing and stuff? And then he's like, he starved him to death, which I believe, because the last time I got to fucking see Gravy, I had bought a big thing of dog food, right? Right before I left, I bought a big thing of dog food, and I ended up going to my mom's house, but I felt so comfortable there because, you understand, my spirit was better. I didn't feel like niggas was gonna kill me. Like, I used to be sleep in there thinking niggas was gonna come run in the house and you know, do like home invasion and kill my ass, because this nigga used to just be robbing people. I told y'all this nigga was like Debo but cute. You understand? So I'm like, yo, when niggas is scared to come at you, they'll come at your bitch. So I used to just be scared. Like, I never had a good sleep. I didn't sleep good. You understand? Because I used to always have to be somewhat alert. So going and leaving, it was like my first good sleep in months where I knew nothing was going to happen to me. No, you get what I'm saying? So I didn't want to go back there. Like, I had all intentions to leave for a couple days and calm down. And I really was going to go back or whatever. But I was like, nah, I don't want to go back there. So to try and punish me, what he did was, when I tried to go back to get my clothes, he tried to hold my clothes hostage. So when I did go back to my mom's house or whatever, like I said, I was fly when I came here. Like, when I left, I only left with like 2 days worth of clothes. You feel me? Because I didn't really intend on staying there. So I didn't want to waste money on new clothes. You get what I'm saying? Like, I had actual new clothes before I fucking left that I had went and bought, besides the shit that I already came there with. So I'm like, people looking at me crazy. I'm like, I need my shit. So now it's 6 months later, y'all. This nigga decides to, I guess, fake be nice and want to let me come back and get my stuff, right? So that's why I say I love his son to death. His son is nothing like him. When I came back, right, his son, and that's the thing, he tried to use his son. Because when I came in there, like, that's what he would do before, because he knew how much I cared about his son. His son came running. I didn't even know his son was there. His son came running out the room like, Cola, you're back. You're back. You understand? So I'm like, no, baby, I'm not back. I'm not back this time. I'm just here to get my stuff. Like, that hurt me to tell his son that, but I'm like, listen, like, I'll just let his son know this ain't got nothing to do with you, but I can't stay here with this. So now I'm packing my stuff. He wants to be a bitch and not help me. His cute, adorable, mannerable little son that's nothing like him. The bag I had, like the laundry bag, the real big laundry bags or whatever. He came. The bag is bigger than him. He's trying to help me. Yes, a lot. Like, he was not playing with. It was like, okay, like, bitch, I'm gonna make you suffer somehow. Like, you understand? So he was pulling the bag to the elevator, y'all. That bag was bigger than him, and looking at his dad like, what the fuck is wrong with you type. Like, he knew his father wasn't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He loved his dad, but he knew his father needed some help. So we get downstairs. There was this old man that used to live there. I used to call him OG because I used to be waiting for the parking spaces. This is when I used to smoke cigarettes. So I used to be waiting for the parking space, and like he would like give me a loose, and we be talking. You know, we shoot shit and stuff. So he ain't seen me in a while. He was like, they used to call me Bronx. He was like, yo, where you been at, Bronx? So I was like, I was about to answer, right? That's why I said his son got more sense than him. His son answered for me and was like, oh, Cola, she left because my dad is mean to her. So she just left. That's why she wasn't here, because my dad is mean. I was like, you know, out the mouth of fucking babes. Like, I was like, yeah, I just had to go, you know, someplace real quick or whatever. He's like, yeah, but we missed you. I was like, yeah, you know, or whatever. So I'm putting my stuff in the truck. I said my little last goodbyes to his son. I let his son know. I gave his son my phone number. Now, mind you, this nigga over there watching, you can see all in his face in his pride. Like, she's really fucking leaving. Like, this bitch is really, really, really going. Where it's like, motherfucker, whatever. And then he ended up calling later, like, why'd you leave me like that? No, but nigga, you stupid. I'm supposed to just, why couldn't you be nicer? Maybe if you was nice, I wouldn't have left. Like, I'm supposed to just sit here and take abuse and shit talk because that's what you want me. That's a hell of a way to treat somebody that you supposedly love. Like, fuck out of here. But like I said, so little man, I said, listen, this don't got nothing to do with you. You were, yes, sir. No, he did. He starved him to death. He starved him to death, which I would have preferred you shot him or some shit if you was gonna kill the nigga. Like, why would you starve? Why would anybody, like, I think that's one of the worst ways to die, like starvation, suffocation. Like, dying period is bad, but I think starve things that where it's long and it's painful, I think like that's cruel as fuck. You understand? Like, if you was gonna do that, poison him, dude, you should have made it quick. Like, God knows how long it took for him to die, but that's how he did it, because his friend told me what was going on. You understand? Besides the fact of when I came back 6 months later, so I knew there was some type of truth in it. And the thing is, when I did come back, Gravy didn't come out. But see, he used to take Gravy to his mom's house because she had a yard. So sometimes, so I didn't think nothing of it. I just did think it was weird though that the food that I bought 6 months ago, the bag of Ukanuba, that shit was still there, not touched. You understand? But then I'm like, you know, maybe he bought him something different. It didn't click in that something bad happened to him. You understand? Until, like, I didn't know anything bad happened until I asked a friend like what was going on and stuff like that. But like I said, I told the man, I said, listen, here's my phone number. I gave your grandmother my phone number, so you can still call me if you want to talk to me, whatever it is that you want to do. But please do not think that you had anything to do with the fact of me leaving. You was a perfect little boy. You understand? Like, you are still my little boy. I'm always gonna love you. You have nothing to do with anything. It's just me and your dad. We can't get along. So since we can't get along, it'd be better for me to leave before something bad happens, really, really bad to one of us. So it's the mature thing to do to leave. But just know, you always my little homie. You feel me? You feel me? Like, I didn't want that little boy to feel nothing, because a lot of times kids feel like it's they fucking fault. Adults can't get shit together. But I'm pretty sure his son knew that he couldn't, because he told the OG, like, listen, my father is mean to her. So he was very aware that his father was fucking mean. Yeah, mama called him the friend. That's what he was saying. Like, you understand? Like, literally, you could count my dog's ribs and all that. Where it's like, you mad and that upset that I'm not there, that you took it out on the dog. Now, he is L.I. Harding. He is a terrible human being, a fucking awful human being. That's why out of my exes, like I said, I've gone through things. He's the only ex that had a hand problem. And then see, the get you gotcha is, I had like people that was locked up when he ended up getting locked up or whatever and stuff. And, you know, karma comes around full force. But he also taught me to be very cautious with who I have empathy and sympathy for. Because sometimes my empathy goes way too far, where I know I'm a strong person. And because I know I'm so strong, and the person that I'm trying to be strong for, I know is weak. Like, I'll take all the lashes where I don't deserve it. Because that's what happened. There was no reason. And then, like, after when I left and I was telling my bros and stuff, they were angry at me. Like, they wanted to fight me. They was like, yo, why wouldn't you say anything to any of us? But see, the way my mind was set up, and that's just how it's still set up. Like, I didn't think to go and tell them, or I was not even think, but I wasn't going to tell them what was going on, because I knew I was going to stay. You understand? Where if I would have known that when I leave, I was never coming back, or I'd have had my bros run through that nigga. Where like niggas where he's at is scared, but my niggas is you understand? It'd have been a problem. You get what I'm saying? But I knew that there were possibilities, okay, that I'll be going back. So I didn't want to have my brothers, possibly shooting at him, beating him up or whatever and stuff, for me to just turn around and be like, oh, can y'all stop because I love him? Please stop. We're together now. I love you. I love you. So I kept all that shit to myself. I didn't tell my family. I didn't tell my friends. I didn't tell nobody. Nobody knew until like I was 100% sure this will never be a thing again. Because a lot of times people, they'll put everybody in their business just to turn around and be, happy-go-lucky with people, but now problems have already been caused. You know what I'm saying? Your family and friends hate this motherfucker. You understand? They confused why the fuck you there. You understand? It's bad blood that's already been made that cannot be undone. So it's like I have to be 100% sure, even if I'm dating somebody and I feel like I don't want to fuck with them no more, right? I have to be 100% sure that I'm never gonna fuck with them again before I say anything to anybody. I'd rather cry to myself. You understand? Then just go and tell everybody or post some shit up there like and do that to just turn around and be like, oh, I love you so much. It causes too much shit. But he got his karma though. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just that's it and that's all or whatever and stuff. And he's still reaping that fucking shit because, like I said, like I was in the street. You feel me? Outside of him and before meeting him. So it's like people genuinely fuck with me and genuinely love my ass. You understand? Not because I'm doing the most, I'm the biggest gangster or anything like that. It's just I'm real. I'm real and I'm fucking loyal. So it's like, you're not gonna not run into somebody that fuck with me that you may be talking crazy about me and they not punch you in your fucking face. You understand? Like those is how my niggas are. Like you can't sit there and just be like, I'm gonna run back and tell her something. No, they're gonna run back and say I slapped the shit out of her or I punched in the face. My niggas and my bitches. You understand? Loyalty is a big ass thing. Hold on, Kamani is killing me, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. You want to sit with me? Okay, come on. Oh, okay. Okay, happy now? Exactly, Mama Carla. But my brothers were highly upset and they couldn't believe it. They're like, yo, and then looking at him and looking at me, where it's like you're twice my size. So they, you know what I'm saying? Like I was way smaller back then too. I was like a size 0. You get what I'm saying? Like, so they really didn't get it. You understand? As a matter of fact, no, I was like a 1-2. You understand? Or some shit like, but I was smaller than his ass was. And it was like, you hitting her like a nigga. You're doing all of this to her. Like you need to do all of this to her. Like you understand? Like, and it's not even self-defense. Because that's the thing. I don't feel like dudes should hit females, but I feel like if a female hits you and you're trying, like, you can grab her because you're bigger than her and just shake her or something. Don't punch her in the face or nothing. You understand? Because you're stronger than her. But that wasn't the case with him. Like, nigga, you wasn't defending yourself. I was sitting here making dinner or some shit, trying to be nice and getting sucker punched and shit because of whatever happened last week. You get what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's what made it so uncomfortable. It'd have probably been him hitting me, period, was not cool. But I think I could have wrapped my mind better around it if, like, say I said something or said fuck you. If I did it right in that moment and he did it right in that moment, I could have processed it better. But that's not what was happening. It was like some weird freak show shit where it would be something last week. I can't remember what the fuck I said to you. Like, you get what I'm saying? And then it would just come out of nowhere, and I just didn't understand where the fuck it came from because I ain't do shit to the nigga. You understand? I just was being cool all fucking day, and then here you go, sucker punching somebody for some bullshit talking about your mouth is crazy. Your mouth is crazy. And I'm like, nigga, I ain't even fucking say shit to you. I just told you I loved you 10 minutes ago. How is my mouth crazy? So I couldn't do it. You understand? Like this nigga was like, and then he tried to scare that nigga threatened to kill my mom before, like when I tried to leave. You understand? Like he wanted me to take punches and shit in silence. Like if anybody calls the cops, I'm gonna have somebody kill your mother. Like he's just doing way too much. He pulled off a sword off on me. It was ridiculous. And then even when that happened, let me tell y'all, when he pulled the sword off on me, right? That shit was the weirdest fucking day. Like I don't know if y'all remember on Maury how like they used to be having all the stuff on there, like people like brides being killed or like people getting their ass whooped like in these type of relationships and leaving and the nigga killed them and stuff like that, right? I used to think all that shit was fake. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to think that shit was fake because I was like a teenager when they was doing all of that. So you know, teenagers we don't know no better and stuff like that. So I was like, this shit is fucking fake. Like that would never be me. And then fast forward, that's what it was. We lived on the 10th floor in this building. I remember I was in the bathroom, y'all. This is how crazy the shit was. I was in the bathroom, right? You know, using the bathroom, taking a dump or something. I don't know, but I was using the bathroom, right? Mind you, we live on the 10th floor. Fucking the nigga knocked on the door. So I'm like, what you want? I'm using the bathroom. So he's like, open the door. So I opened the door. He said, who the fuck you in here? Who's in here with you? So he might have had some mental issues going on. Because I was like, what? He said, who the fuck is in here with you? I said, nigga, there's nobody fucking in here. He said, all right, then, so you on the phone with somebody or something? I said, no, the phone is in the room. Like, are you okay? He said, open the door. Nigga came in the bathroom, and I told y'all, it was a small-ass bathroom. So it was like, it wasn't much to see. You could have seen the whole bathroom from the crack of the door that I had open. The nigga came and sat on the fucking side of the tub and waited there until I finished using the bathroom because he swore somebody Okay, am I back, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Hey, Angel, can y'all hear me? Am I good? Okay, I think y'all can. Because I can hear me on the phone. Okay, great. But yeah, like that nigga was fucking crazy. And you know what, Mama Carla? He probably, that's what the fuck this shit sound like because I had to ask this stupid motherfucker. I said, okay, if you think somebody is in here, you think I'm fucking Spider-Man? That's who you think I'm cheating on you with, Spider-Man? Spider-Man climbs his happy ass up to the 10th floor and is fucking me in the bathroom. Is that what you think is going on, sir? The fuck? The shit was weird. We tried to be fake cool but not fuck with each other like years later. Like I tried to just be like regular because we ended up having to be in the same circles as far as street shit. So it was like whatever stuff. And then this nigga did some old whack shit. That nigga tried to send me to jail type shit. It was like okay. That's why I say he's dead in all ways, shapes, or form because it's like you didn't learn from nothing. You was a fucked up boyfriend, and then even when I tried to be cool because of common circle type unfortunate shit. You try to fucking fake snitch on a bitch and send them to jail. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Mr. Street? You can't go do a little bit of jail time, especially since it's your shit. Are you crazy? You know, Mama called it, and that's the thing. It's a lot of people that be going through shit, but people be just embarrassed. But like I said, you know, it's like it's nothing to be embarrassed about because it's mad people that be going. It's a lot of people that go through that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, my bros and people that gave a fuck about me, they was like, yo, don't ever, never in life do that shit again. They was like, if you ever deal with somebody and they doing that, even if you feel like you gonna go back with them, you better fucking tell us, because maybe this ass whooping we give them, you know, will straighten them out for you. So that you ain't got to come and tell us again. But don't ever keep no shit like that to your fucking self, because then you fuck around and be dead and we don't know what's going on because we thinking that you with a cool nigga and you're not. So I was like, I got you. I said, but I ain't going through that shit again. I said, ever again, the first sign that's given, they can listen, the crazy gonna jump out right then. Like, what, motherfucker? Like, you understand? Just be on the safe side, because women beaters give people red flags and they give motherfuckers signs that they on some fuck shit. It's just up to us to choose to pay attention or to ignore the shit. And unfortunately for me and a lot of others, we choose to ignore the shit. But we know motherfucker ain't right, you know, off the gate. It's just we want to wish them to be right. If that makes any sense. But yeah, I love y'all. I'm glad that y'all came to rock out with me, because you know I got other shit to talk about. You feel me? My life is a movie. No, I got other things to talk about. You feel me? So I was like, listen, I'm trying to fix this channel back, and that's what I'm gonna do. So you know what I'm saying? Like we gonna roast and gag on the other one, and this one is just normal people time. I'm going back to my little trivia games and shit I used to do. I'm going back to my happy space over there. I can't be fake stressed about motherfuckers I don't know like that. You understand? So, but I love y'all. Excuse me. Good night. Be safe. Mama Carla will tell it like she tell everybody, y'all never gonna know when I'm coming up, but at least y'all are present when I come up, and I appreciate and I love that about y'all. But I'm out of here. I'm about to put this little crazy kid to sleep because he's starting to do crazy stuff, and y'all know how he do. He want that attention. It's either he want the attention or he's sleepy. But it's past his bedtime anyway, so I'm opting for the putting to sleep option. But good night, y'all.